welcome. Hello. Oh, I love it. This is what happens when I walk in a room. I don't know about Rukari.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to Thursday. You made it, and so did we. This is our 32nd episode, right here on the 11th of January in the year of our Lord 2018. Hate-teen for those haters out there. How's about it?
Who's talking about me?
Yep. Anyway, we're live from Redmond, Washington, here on the Microsoft campus, and we're all about what?
FTL and what?
Interactivity.
Oh, you got it right this time.
Don't say interactivity.
FTL, of course, which equals low latency interactivity, which equals you interact with us as the show goes on. Long story short, we're going to put up some fun options here for you guys.
Some things in the deal, because you know what? There's a lot to cover. And there's a lot to cover in esports, Dan.
That's a good point, but here's the thing to keep in mind.
Let's hear it.
We've only got half an hour, and you get to decide what we talk about via the voting options you'll see below the window.
And we don't get to choose the topics, as we mentioned.
Well, no, we don't.
No.
We would talk about one thing all day. I don't know what that one thing would be, but it would just be one thing all day.
Toast.
Toast would be a good one. Toast would be a good one.
Work. As long as it's on like brioche, I'm going to start and it's going to be a problem. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, start.
Now, I was going to say, I was going to start talking about toast. I don't even eat bread. Anyway, before we get into the games that we have for you this week, we normally start this little ditty with a special segment. This time around, we're doing Clip of the Week.
She's excited. Very excited.
Yeah.
Do we know what clip of the week is? I haven't seen what it is.
I'm almost certain that our producer Lennox told us about it right before coming live.
He probably did, but it's going to be thrown up there in just a sec. Oh, here it goes. Clip of the week. Pretty self-explanatory, a segment. We're going to take a look at the most recent videos to pop up in the esports scene, and we make sure you know about it by showcasing it on the show here.
Oh, I know. This is right. Now I remember what it is.
What is it?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. We do a thing every now and again called Gears Pro Circuit All Access, and we did one episode 5 we showcased yesterday. For those of you not in the know, Gears Pro Circuit All Access is a Mixer exclusive show that follows prominent Gears players in their homes and events in the series, and basically aims to tell their stories to the masses. It gets you excited and hyped about the Gears scene while also introducing you to some players that you might not know much about. So yesterday's episode featured a few of the female players in the scene. These girls are like these players. Let's just say that they are awesome. They have their heads screwed on straight, and they're also incredibly accomplished. It's crazy. At any rate, we got a chance to talk to some of them on the show, but before we dig a bit more into, let's check out that trailer for the episode. Roll it!
That was
There's no game like this. Love the movement in the game, wall bouncing, all that. You don't see a game like Gears of War ever. You don't see heads getting popped off the way they do with M-Bar or Snipe, things like that.
I actually started playing Gears of War 1 when I was like 9 years old.
I was first into a lot of Halo. I played a lot of Halo 3, Halo Reach.
I just kept playing and to the point where my parents actually had to take my Xbox away.
I was like 11 years old, 12 years old. My friend, I was playing ranked. They mentioned that all female 1v1 tourney and that there was an open spot left for somebody that no-showed. So I'm like, okay, I'll play. So I got in there and I ended up winning it. And then I kind of realized there's more tournaments that these people host. I kind of worked myself up.
Thankfully, for those of you who didn't get to see the episode yesterday, you can go over right now to Mixer.com, whack Gears of War, and check out episode 5 in the VOD section.
Like, not right now. Maybe wait for like a half hour. Or an hour, if you want.
Or right now. No, not right now. Not right now. Now, we ended up interviewing 3 members of the female Gears of War team, Fire and Ice, and that's Jeter Divine and Hustlerette. I like that last name. Along with the co-founder of the org, Jason Zahn.
Exactly. Now, be sure to check out that and past episodes whenever it is you want on Mixer.com/Gears of War. Tune in to the next episode, and that'll be January 31st, guys. This is very exciting because, of course, the Mexico City LAN tournament for Gears of War is coming up, so lots of stuff to do.
All right, well, we're done with Clip of the Week, right? You know what that means? You know what time it is?
It's time to vote!
I guess it's, you know,
It'll be time to vote!
I was asking, it was a rhetorical. It was yes or no question. It was definitely close-ended. It's okay, though. All right, so you've got 4 options that are below, and look at what's already winning, and you're going to only have about 30 seconds to get your votes in.
Okay,
Overwatch, Smite, Madden 18, or a video highlight of Rocket League.
Oh my. Yeah.
This is going to be our one topic.
Overwatch, bread, toast. It's fine. Same diff. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, man, Overwatch is toast.
We had a nice little combo about it because we
We'll get into that. I think
we're gonna.
Well,
yeah.
actually, for you guys that are at home, Kate and I live very close to one another.
Very close. Same building.
Same building.
Yeah.
The first time we did this pilot of this show, we figured that out. Anyway,
fun.
I was on my way to work, and she was walking back in.
I was.
And we started talking about, this was yesterday, right?
Yes,
yeah,
it was.
we started talking about the Overwatch League.
Which is what we're going to continue talking about because the votes are in and you all wanted to hear, which is fair because we want to talk about it. This
Let's do
works
it.
out
Go
great.
ahead.
Yes,
Why don't you kick this
I'm going to
off?
start this off. Now, if you are into esports at all and you've been living under a rock recently, then perhaps you don't know about this. That's the only way. So the Overwatch League regular season is finally here. So, for those unfamiliar with OWL, this is the first major global esports league with a city-based team scheme, and it has fans super excited, much like myself, Rukari. Think of it like any other sport, one we would call traditional sports teams, that represent a city versus a company, which is awesome. So they've got a number of things. There's 12 teams in the league. We got Boston Uprising, got Dallas Fuel, Florida Outlaws, London Spitfire, Los Angeles Gladiators, Los Angeles Valiant, New York Excelsior, Philadelphia Fusion, San Francisco Shock, Seoul Dynasty, and Shanghai Dragons. The only thing I'm sad about is that Seattle's not on that list.
Oh, that would be so good.
Please,
So
sometime,
good.
come on.
Now, the preseason took place in early December with some exhibition matches, and regular season kicked off yesterday, much like we were telling you about before. Teams will now play out live matches from the Blizzard Arena every Wednesday through Saturday until mid-June. Now, considering yesterday was the first day of the regular season for the first ever OWL, teams had to have been a little bit nervous. I mean, I was nervous. I was ready to...
When we were watching, you saw the
intros.
immensity of that particular arena, and
there's a good 400 people that came in to watch. The line was out there
sold out,
hours
man.
beforehand. It's
Sold
crazy,
out. I love that.
absolutely crazy.
It's true. Now, in the first game, it was the San Fran Shock versus the LA Valiant. They kicked off our league. Shock fought hard, but of course, Valiant was able to stay ahead by a point in each game, taking the match 4-0.
I'm gonna give you a little spoiler. LA did not lose, and there are 2 LA teams.
It's gonna be some rivalries. We got LA and LA, we got Houston and Dallas, and then
true.
we got New York and Boston, and then of course there's just the Seoul Dynasty who are just gonna take all their things. Anyway, talk to us about the second game.
In that second game,
we all know what's happening.
It was the Shanghai Dragons versus LA Gladiators, with Gladiators taking it 4-0 as well. We gave you that spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
And in the third and final match of the day, it was the Dallas Fuel versus Seoul Dynasty. Fuel started out very strong with the win in the first game, but Dynasty came back hard in the next 2. Fuel tried once more in the last game, but get this, and it's totally possible, they ended in a tie.
Yeah.
2-2, 2-2, 2-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, Dynasty took the win.
But yeah, Dynasty took the win 2-1 overall in the series, right? But they ended the last match in a tie.
Hey.
That sucks, though.
It does, although I will say, well done to getting that far with Seoul Dynasty, because they're, aside from the Korean scene being
I like how you
obviously
say
a
that.
thing, but I'm telling you right now, that's one of the absolute teams to watch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say San Francisco Shock as well, but that's just me. Now, for the rest of this week, there are 3 games per day. Today, the times are 5 p.m. Eastern, which actually already took place, 7 p.m. Eastern, which is happening very shortly, and 11 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. The times are 7 p.m. Why are we all in Eastern? We're on the Pacific Coast here. It's fine, I'll deal with it myself. 7 p.m. Eastern, that's 4 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and 11 p.m. Pacific.
We might as well just say that's 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, right? Can we do that?
Greenwich Mean Time?
Or Greenwich. I said Greenwich? Yeah, Greenwich.
GMT. Mm-hmm. Isn't that Prime Meridian?
Yeah, it's Prime Meridian. That's why.
I've been there before. It's a fun little line you get to say. It's a touristy thing. Anyway, Saturday games, we're talking 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and 6 p.m. There's just a lot of Overwatch League happening, and it's all happening right now. You can check out the schedule as well as which teams are playing at overwatchleague.com/ed-us/schedule. Just go to overwatchleague.com.
Overwatchleague.com, and they even show the matches there.
They do show the matches there.
You don't have to log on to any particular... Actually,
It's
the
true.
app. There is I will give them
MLG
this
app.
plug. No. There is an Overwatch League app.
I
which
did not know
also plays them.
I was watching on the MLG app.
I might have been on my way home yesterday on the connector, like, ooh.
There.
So yes, you can watch this in multiple ways. And if you want to catch the Overwatch action live or watch the VODs, tune in at overwatchleague.com or head to Twitch or MLG.tv. And be sure to follow them at Overwatch League on Twitter for the up-to-the-minute news. And be jealous of the fact that they were verified so ridiculously fast.
Well, I think yesterday, by the way, there was I saw a number that said they had the
Max concurrence.
400 was like 452,000.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Which is incredibly impressive.
Ridiculous.
It is
I know
ridiculous.
it was day one, but still.
Sure. Well, and they're also, just fun little facts as well. There's actually a kid, Sinatra, who is a Wunderkind when it comes to Wunderkid. Anyway, he's really good at it, and he's actually from Shoreline, Washington.
Ooh.
I know, right here in the old Washingtonian, and he's getting paid a lot of money, and he won't even start until May. He's not 18 yet.
So he's not getting paid a lot of money.
Oh no.
Or did he defer his payment?
No, I think he's just the highest paid bench sitter in esports at the moment.
Oh, wow. All right, well, we're up here vamping.
I mean,
you've got 10 seconds to get your votes in.
Ah!
College Esports Smite, Madden 18, or a video highlight of
College
Rocket
Esports
League.
made a huge, oh man,
That's why I
there's
clicked
some
it.
things.
I clicked
it too. Listen.
You know what? We were the ones.
We were the ones.
We were the ones. We were so close.
So close, guys, but once again, you win. Speaking of winning, go for it.
Well, we've got a match recap video for you. This is the final match of Season 2 of the Elite Series for Rocket League, and we've got Reason versus Endpoint in the finals. We're just going to take a break here and do it like our sister show style, not do any work, and let you guys watch the video. Great? Good. Check it out. We'll be right back.
Let's go across the midfield as well. It's going to be Burrito B, who's looking for Tigray, who's arriving. Tigray hits the crossbar. Shakeron might have an opportunity on the breakaway here. Shakeron looks for the shot on goal. Shakeron scores! Who wins game number? Nicely, Burrito B might have an opportunity here, but Shakeron now going to beat him to that one. Cheerio going to get the clearance away again.
That's dangerous.
To Rick's Ronde. We look for the return. Burrito B! What a play from Reason. That is exactly what they needed to get themselves going.
Some 1-2 play here. Burrito B sees his teammate Rick's Ronde, draws Tinny out, opens up the chance of that boot.
Go into the lead in this game number 2. 1-0 now, just 30 seconds left on the clock. Now we've seen Endpoint be so stellar defensively. Can they create something at the other end? But it doesn't matter because Tigray try and get a goal, but at this point, Greg, and it looks like we are going to have this series tied up at 1-1 as Rick's Ronde puts in a third.
I don't think that goal matters.
He's being so responsible, making sure that his first priority is to make sure
he's
what
back for
Ricks manages to get 8
players coming back.
Shakeron is going to find a pass out here to Tinny. Tinny going to take that one into the corner. Looks for
What
a
a
second
shot!
shot as well, and it's going to be Tinny. Beat Cheerio to that one, but Cheerio does come out on top defensively here. Rick's Ronde looking for the finish. He takes it over one, he flicks it over, and Rick's Ronde and maybe take that win by the scruff of the neck.
Burrito B's going to look to double it off the backboard. Burrito B scores the goal. Champion.
Here we go then. Potential championship game here for Reason Gaming. Everyone have it all to do.
The previous 4 games, but now Endpoint have got that motivation to come back in. They're going to score another one. Delayed flick.
But Reason managed to keep this a 2-goal game. Shakeron's going to intercept this one, and it might be
another goal.
Shakeron, as you say, they've been here before. It's in their first rodeo. Season 1 champions. And now they're looking for another one. Tinny might be on the breakaway here. Burrito B has to make the save for Tinny. Burrito B doing it all himself at the moment, but Tinny going to be on the breakaway here, but Cheerio now.
Oh, what a shot.
It's going to be another goal on the board here. It's going to be 5.
Performance from them, but they do have Duck Moriarty there to get them back into gear after this game. They can move on nice and comfortably, knowing that they will be going forward. That's a confidence booster. Burrito, different game. A clean sheet for them to play through. Reason have to change their mindset back to, we are the better team.
Oh, big save from Cheerio, but Tigray is going to put them up!
Fitting the shot into that gap as the first minute has gone by, and it has been, what a game so far.
Oh no, but Tigray's shot!
Who dare not get on the counter-attack and really put Endpoint under pressure. But there is still time. Rick's Ronde sends that back to
Might be a chance. Tinny has to finish, and Tinny does! Endpoint are surviving at the moment. 1 minute remaining. Can Endpoint get that goal on the board? Cheerio with the shot towards goal, and it's Endpoint! We're watching Burrito B though. He's just hovering around looking for that infield pass. You can see him reading that one so well. Burrito B sent this one back across. 2 players for Endpoint, as you say, commit to that one, but at least they do get it clear. Shakeron to sort it out. Shakeron gets a big save.
He knew that shot was coming in. He knew exactly the route it was going to take, so he gets the block fully in control. Cheerio gets that bump. As the net is empty, Rick's
Gonna have some defensive work to do off that backboard. Does get the touch, the pass across though. Burrito B's gonna be waiting. Looks in field to Tigray. Tigray with the shot across. What a goal!
By winning this series, this is huge. Not only that, but whether they are
Rick's
the
Ronde.
champion.
It's gonna be Tigray
series.
who is going to
T-shirt.
I'm just gonna say that video reminded me of how trash I am at Rocket League, and I was reminded of that like a couple of weeks ago or last week when I was in LA playing, and I was like, oh, I suck at this game.
You know, I was gonna say my mother is very good at it. I don't know what it is. She's picked it up real fast.
I want to know where this came from. Like, there's lots of questions to answer here.
So
what
many
platform
questions.
was she on?
Xbox.
All right. How did she get a hold of Rocket League?
I gave it to her.
And at what point were you like, hey, you want to check out this game, Rocket League? Like, what led all these events to happen?
Mostly, I was playing it at one point, and this was back when she used to live here in the Seattle area, and I was playing it at one point. She's like, I want to try it. Not in that weird witchy sound, because I'm not sure where that came from. But
she had a little like twang in there too. She from the South?
No, she's from here, basically.
All right. Anyway, regardless, visit gfinity.esports.com for more information on Gfinity Elite Series and their future Season 3 plans. And of course, get your votes in now, as Kate so excitedly did, and I'm going to do myself.
I love that Surf's Up 777 says you're voting Overwatch. Listen. We will talk Overwatch all day long. We were just talking about that, as a matter of fact. Like, there's no big deal there, unless there's lots of May stuff that needs to happen, and I just get ridiculously mad and rage quit the show. all the That's how I feel about Cuphead. We were talking about Tracer. Like, any Tracer footage that we saw, it's like, God dang it. You're too good. But you know the good thing is?
What's that?
We are talking college esports.
All right, let's do it.
Finally get our stuff. So let's talk about this. You can't stop the growth of esports, obviously, and we are thrilled to hear that another university is engaging in esports at the varsity level.
Keith Overman might have a word or two about that. He's not happy.
Well, that's fair. The University of Akron in, where else? Akron, Ohio, announced before the holiday that they would be find intercollegiate. Okay. I'm so pretty. They would start an intercollegiate esports team in the fall of 2018. Now, the university has big plans for their esports debut with a dedicated arena and 4 competitive titles, including Hearthstone, League of Legends, Rocket League, of course, and Overwatch.
Now, an estimated 40 students will join the team, with as many as 300 in the Associated Student Club. The program will draw on the skills of other university departments, including their broadcast television program, graphic design, engineering, and nutrition programs. That last one is the fun addition.
I'm telling you, I think it's a...
It's a necessary step.
Because they're sports players.
That's great. Give them a meal pass to the hall. That was my favorite thing about playing sports in college. Now, additionally, the College of Business Administration is expected to launch an esports-related program in the near future. To join the team, first apply to the University of Akron through the usual channels.
Yeah.
And then just jump in, right? Just get into the U.
I mean.
You know, and then
buy the swag. But you gotta get the jersey and everything.
That's a good point. That's
another one I gotta get for Overwatch. I don't know which team I'm gonna go for yet. Oh, see, this is a problem. But anyway.
So I logged into the game because we're talking about Overwatch again. We told you this was gonna happen.
We can't stop.
Logged into the game, and they give you an option to purchase one of the team skins. And I looked at a bunch. I was like, I don't know what to do. Did you know that
actually they were giving away free team skins?
Yeah, I got one. That's why I was like, what do I use this on?
Because tokens are something that we want to hear more about. Speaking of things we want to hear more about, let's hear about what's coming up here in the show with their face.
One of these games is going to have a session soon. And I'm not saying that we're in
I know one of them. Oh, I know which one.
It's almost like a Super Bowl's coming up.
I was going to say, what year is it? Do you want to plug that?
It's like 3 days before.
Can we plug it?
I don't know what's going on with it yet, but we have the date. Yeah, we'll see. Secrets are no fun unless you are a part of one. Oh!
You know what? Secrets don't make friends.
Yes, they do. You just share different secrets with everybody, so nobody knows them all but you. They all laugh because they do it too.
And now it's made clear. It seems like you, by the way, this feels like you're going to be the one to do this.
Is it Madden? Oh, yes. Hooray. Let's do it. All right, Madden esports fans, rejoice. Esports continues to break barriers into the mainstream entertainment industry by bringing Madden to your TV on the CW. It's called the EA Madden NFL 18 Challenge, a 1-hour primetime special by EA that aired on December 27th on the network. Now, the special chronicles the 8 players in this month's competition in LA and brings interesting behind-the-scenes looks at the top stars. It's produced like a reality TV show, you know, most similar to Survivor rather than the typical play-by-play action. Nobody wants to watch all that all the time. You want to know about the people.
Oh, yeah,
You want to know about the people, right?
That's what Gears All Access is all about.
Is it Todd Citron? Yeah, look, I could do that one. I didn't know. That's going to be like Citron, something. Senior Vice President and General Manager of the Competitive Gaming Division at EA said, television is a very different audience and a different medium than our digital channels. In the past, we've always presented esports, a traditional sporting event, but on TV, we really need to move toward an entertainment focus. He's not wrong, to highlight the players who are the real stars. The 2018 Madden Challenge, in which competitors fight for a share of the $150,000 prize pool, ran before the CW event. Because producers knew who the eventual winner was, Citron stated that allowed them to tailor the show towards the outcome. That's a good point, right?
It's like, yeah,
like
much
The
like a
Hustle.
reality
it's like The
TV
Bachelor,
show.
you know?
Listen, I worked in reality TV as my first job out of grad school, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it is fun to watch, and this is no different. So this CW special focuses mostly on the narratives, as we mentioned, of the players, and a little less on that in-game action situation. But live coverage of the Madden NFL 18 Challenge Tournament, which is a mouthful, can be found on Mixer and other streaming platforms. You can find the special on demand on CWTV.com for the next 3 months, so go check it out and support esports on TV. Huzzah!
Huzzah. Can't wait to January 30th.
I know. January 30th is the...
Minnesota.
You're going to go to Minnesota. Oh, is that where the Super Bowl is?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where the Super Bowl is.
Minnesota. Oh, where's...
Did you like that? That sound like Bobby Jenerick's mom? You guys remember that? Anybody in this room? No?
Babby?
Bobby's World?
Yeah. What's
With
that?
Uncle Ted?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 na, 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 na.
Anybody remember Bobby's World in the comment section? Feel
Gotta
free to tell
remember
us.
Bobby's World. Gotta remember Bobby's World. Anyway, while we're doing this thing up here, you got 15 seconds now to vote for your next topic.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Kate just ran through a gamut of
see that
emotions.
Nice little, that's a SK Gaming. SK Gaming.
You have no idea what Bobby's World is? No idea. Wow.
Well, is that a thing? Like,
I guess, man.
We're gonna have to.
Do you know like Tiny Toon Adventures? Do you know Tiny Toon Adventures?
Yeah, I know Tiny Toon.
Or Brainiacs?
Yeah, I know.
That's definitely. What about Animaniacs? You know that
Oh, that's
one.
what I meant. Animaniacs.
It's all good. Sorry, we're doing
Guys,
this thing again. We're doing the thing again.
Speaking of
Where
things
we're
that
not
we're going
paying
to do
attention.
again, I'm going to start because it's Counter-Strike.
Boy, there's somebody in chat's gonna have a joke.
It's coming. The Counter-Strike ESL Pro League Season 6 Finals wrapped up last December. Okay.
They laughed back there.
They did. Sure, there's been other tournaments, but let's talk about this one. So the SK Gaming, of course, reigning supreme. FaZe Clan coming in second. Those two teams are basically the front runners for for the CS:GO scene right now. Now, as the Pro League heads into Season 7, there is still the business of promoting and relegating the bottom teams. Now, relegation matches took place last weekend, and for the first time, they were hosted in an offline LAN setting in New York at the flagship Microsoft store on 5th Avenue. That's right, I remember this. Now, due to travel issues, which, by the way, isn't that the esports thing, the EA regulation matches were postponed to a later date, but the North American matches went ahead as planned. Now, the weekend started with a bout between Rise Nation and Soar Gaming, the two finalists of the ESCA Season 26 North America Premier Events.
Sounds like an old drum line. It comes. Now, Rise Nation was widely believed to be the more competitive team, but Soar Gaming took them 2 maps to 1 and earned their promotion to the ESL Pro League for Season 7. And over the next 3 days, the 2 bottom teams from the ESL Pro League, Season 6, Rogue and Ghost Gaming, duked it out with the ESEA Season 26 Premier. With it, the ESEA Season 26 Premier teams, Rise Nation and GX. There we go. Got through that one a bit.
Now, I will say, unsurprisingly, Ghost Gaming coasted through the competition and defeated Rogue 2-0 to keep their spot in the ESL Pro League, which is great because they have by far the best team house. Now, in the losers bracket, Rogue got it together and took Rise Nation 2-0 to also stay in the Pro League. Now the teams are locked. ESL Pro League Season 7 will kick off on February 13th. Just in time for Valentine's Day. Catch all the details by following twitter.com/ESLCS.
You stuck in my head. You had to go to the right type college, though.
I'm just sad that I didn't go. I went to two colleges and neither one of them.
The old drumline type stuff. Yeah, the HBCs, man.
HBCs.
It's a card in Cards Against Humanity. It really is. Anyway, we've got 4 options for you down below the window there that you need to vote on. Those are Dota 2, Smite, Paladins, and Awesome Games Done Quick.
Now,
I feel like the person who threw it up automatically cast their vote.
I was going to say, this is very curiously tabulated over there, Tabs.
Yeah. I feel like somebody weighted it a tad differently.
I'd like to do Dota and Katowice, but I'm going to go ahead and vote for Awesome Games Done Quick because it feels like the right thing to do.
Because we know what we're going to see, too.
It's also true. That's fair. It's good TV.
It's good TV.
Great moments, and we're
good content.
Good content. Great content.
Question in the next 1 second. Are games done quick in esport? I feel like you should put up a poll while we're watching this segment.
No, I already know the answer.
No, you never know. It's different. People could be watching.
Ha. Now let's talk about speedrunning.
There was a Salt and Pepper song.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and no, we aren't talking about Christmas, because that already happened. Well, it's Christmas for speedrunners.
It's Christmas for Tabs.
It's right.
It's time for another Games Done Quick.
Let's do it. Awesome Games Done Quick 2018 is currently underway. Now, for those who don't know, Games Done Quick is a community-driven event put on by the speedrunning community. Also, what is speedrunning? Speedrunning is when you go through...
that's kind of self-explanatory.
I would like to think so, but you know what? Let's be inclusive here and tell you that it's the way that you go through a particular game. Super duper fast. You're going for time and speed.
It depends. There's some that have the rules that you can't glitch.
Oh.
Yeah, there are different speed runs.
There it is. Now, this particular Games Done Quick is a week-long, 24-hour-a-day event where speedrunners show off, well, speed running. And while raising money for charity, isn't that what it's all about? Having raised over $12 million over the event's lifetime, this event is one people look forward to each and every year. Specifically, our fabulous producer. Bet you could hear him.
Running games like Disney's Aladdin on SNES in 17 minutes and 37 seconds. Halo 5 on Legendary in 1 hour, 41 minutes.
On Legendary?
Yeah.
French toast.
And some runs even have fun incentives you can donate towards, such as turning the Donkey Kong Country run into a reverse boss order run, which was completed in 46 minutes, might I add.
I was gonna say, it seems like it's all about this is like Guinness Book. This is record holding, right? This is all about like the Guinness
really
kind of like.
It is. Oh, just bragging rights.
I mean, bragging rights. That's true.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Exactly. Now, Games Done Quick also has tons of raffle prizes you can do. Did that sound like words? Raffle prizes that you can donate for. That coupled with donation bid wars. Sometimes I can't read things. Well, stuff, places.
It's all that context, right? It's the inflection that gets tough. Yeah.
Some people really want information to be given. This event is full of fun, excitement, and enjoyable talent to keep viewers captivated. Awesome Games Done Quick and Summer Games Done Quick have directly supported charities like the Prevent Cancer Foundation, Doctors Without Borders, even putting on an impromptu speedrunning event back in September called Harvey Relief Done Quick, where, of course, they raised nearly $250,000 for those affected by Hurricane Harvey. They're not just fast, they're also charitable, and they are successful in either regard.
Now, Games Done Quick has been an amazing example of what the gaming community can do when working together, already raising over $660,000, excuse those eyes, so far this week alone. So stop by their stream sometime this week and show your support. And if you're looking for your favorite game to be broken or just wondering how someone can complete Contra in 9 minutes and 58 seconds. I got ahead of myself and started laughing.
Oh my gosh.
Then be sure to drop by GamesDoneQuick.com to watch and show your support.
Now, we do have a highlight, as we alluded to earlier.
It's a good one.
Which we'd like to show you from this AGDQ, obviously Awesome Games Done Quick. It's actually a donation incentive met from Battletoads. Now, the Mexican runner, or TMR as he's known, had a donation incentive to run Turbo Tunnel in Battletoads, known as, of course, one of the hardest levels in the game, blindfolded.
Forget that.
That is right. Using only sound cues. Only sound cues. Do not bring Star Wars into this, Ed. So he had to make his way through the level.
It's Rash's time to shine, all right?
Take a gander, because he couldn't.
Did you? Oh, you haven't watched this. You weren't in here for this part.
What's happened part?
Look.
I haven't seen this
it's there. I mean, you can look at your screen.
Oh.
This is Turbo Tunnel. This is wild.
Gosh.
We can't hear it, but he's literally only listening to sound cues and the jumps get nasty too.
Oh,
it's
goodness.
ridiculous. What's crazy is you thought it was going fast. Look at it now.
Yeah. Sorry.
Look, I couldn't even hope to like
cast.
pay this much attention to a game. Never would I be like, I'm gonna listen to the music and know exactly when to jump. This will be easy.
I feel like if I could.
But there it
do this,
is.
I would have
He
a
made
whole-
it all the way through Turbo Tunnel. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Almost 4 minutes, 5 seconds.
Hey, listen, and
And
you
the
got a
blindfold
standing
comes off.
ovation for a real good reason.
You bet your bottom dollar you better. Like what?
I mean, that just all I'm saying is the game recognizes the game.
Game recognized game. That's absolutely right. So I got a question. Are we just gonna keep talking about Overwatch? We can, because I feel like it's 3:30. Yeah.
It is 3:30. But
All
before we get there, we want to make sure if you want to go and take a look at the past events or archives or whatever for the awesome Games Done Quick, go to youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick, and we highly recommend checking out that awesome Games Done Quick 2016 TaskBot run of There's Brain Age. You can see a robot completely destroy the code.
Wow, look at that prompter right there.
Take over the game for itself. Oh, is it 3? You said it was 3:30
It's
already?
3:30.
Man. Upcoming
There
tourneys.
it is.
Let's talk Overwatch. Of course, the first tournament on our list to highlight is week 1 of the Overwatch League. The much anticipated debut of the league got underway yesterday, but matches will be continuing for the rest of the week over at overwatchleague.com.
Deine deutsche Akzent ist ausgezeichnet. Yeah, anyway. It remains to be seen which teams will dominate this season, so keep an eye out for a new
Soul
effort
Dynasty
this weekend. All right, let's talk Call of Duty. World League is back with another event, this time kicking off the new year in New Orleans.
Nola.
The open bracket format returns with over 250 teams vying for the spotlight that they crave on the main stage. And given it's the first event of the year, expect teams to be on a mission to make a statement. Head over to callofduty.com, whack esports for more information.
Check to see if Optic maintains their stranglehold on the complete scene. But let's talk Counter-Strike, and you know I love it. Now, the third CSGO Major Championship is almost upon us with the E-League Major. This is in Boston this time, and it's starting its offline qualifier phase, now rebranded and called the New Challengers Stage. Now, over 20 teams will be trying to claim their share of the $1 million prize pool for that one tournament. And you can bet the same amazing production value from the Turner folks will return as well. Christina's got everything locked up, of this I am sure. Plus, you get to see Sue, who I'm a huge fan of. Girl crush, no big deal. Check out eleague.com for the full schedule and teams involved in the tournament. Also, of course, Jason/Moses. Fun fact, Semler used to be on E-League. Perhaps he's going to go back, but he's actually transferred over to Overwatch now. He's on the Overwatch League desk.
I'll take that. I will take that. All right, we'll be right here each and every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific, because we say that one first, 6 p.m. Eastern on this channel, Mixer.com, whack This Week in Esports. Be sure to watch our past episodes right below on our channel page and follow us on Twitter. That, of course, is at WatchMixer for updates on the show and to know what's happening in the wide world of esports.
Wide world of esports. Now, we also want you to tune in to the hashtag Esports Weekend. That's, of course, starting at 8 a.m. Pacific this Saturday. We only show esports content on Mixer.com/channel 1 during the weekends, so tune in for that. Although don't tune in because that would make no sense because it's on a computer.
And we gave him a bit of a toss earlier, but make sure to watch our sister show, Tips and Tricks, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on Mixer.com, whack Tips and Tricks. And that's it.